on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay, hello YouTube. Let me just set up Instagram, and then we're good. Because Jess likes to do it all at once, eh? Okay, let's have some fun. How do I?
My number one healthy.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so I want to put a title on here. How do we do that? Oh, got it. Tender. I'm gonna call this Tender Hearted. Okay, let's go for it. Hello everyone, welcome to today's live, all about tenderheartedness and patience. And I'm going to introduce more about Healing Hearts, so my new program. Alrighty, hello there, what's up, Nick? So wherever, whoops. Okay, and people texted me. So wherever you are, I just want you to take a big nice stretch. Come into this moment with me. Take a big breath in. Breathe it out. Bring in all the things into this space. If you're here, say hi and tell me where you're from. Tell me how your heart is feeling today. So just close your eyes for 2 minutes and just drop into the space, drop into anyone that's coming in. We're all connected around the world, right? It's a beautiful thing. All connected in this web of life. Breathe in. Breathe out. And when one heart feels joy, it ripples out. And then another heart feels pain, it ripples out and opens up something within us. A pathway, an avenue to feel, to understand, to meet yourself. We all share emotions. We all share what it means to be a human being, right? Alrighty. So, I wanted to talk today about the tenderness of the heart when we have gone through big life changes. We've gone through big life changes, whether it be moving, whether it be uprooting, taking your plant that you are, the plant that you are, out of its pot, transplanting it to another place. That can be a lot on the body, right? So if you're going through big changes in moving, relationship intensity, financial intensity, you're healing a lot, but you're also contracting, but then expanding, and there's a lot happening at once. And so, what is happening in your heart in these moments? In your body, in your heart. And I feel like our heart wants to grab us. Be like, hey, look at me. Hey, look inside. I want to show you something. I want to share this with you. Right? So our heart wants to tell us things, wants to articulate wisdom to us? And how do we connect with the space? By putting our hands on our body, by closing our eyes and going inward, by asking questions. So when you're tenderhearted and everything is so sensitive and everything is affecting you, what do we do in those moments? We stay, do we tend to our heart, or do we run? Do we distract? So I invite you all here today to tune in to what is happening inside your heart, right here and now. Not yesterday, but right now. And express the landscape of that, the landscape of your heart. What's it like? There's one thing that I've learned with working with clients and seeing people one-to-one and hearing their stories, and also from my own experiences as well, is that as soon as we feel some type of pain, some type of ache, right? How much do we actually stay there and experience it? So when we're feeling it, I find that there's more of a, I want this to go away right now. I want this to go away right now. I don't want to feel this. Why is this happening to me? Right? But in this moment of coming back to yourself, can you remind yourself that it's all happening for a reason? It's all happening for a reason. You have attracted this situation into your life to teach you more about yourself. And 3, you're not going to die if you feel. It might feel like we're dying, but you're not going to die. The pain of continuously not getting what you want, continuously being let down, continuously that same feeling, that same wound. Hello, Don, how are you? Good morning. That same wound that you are moving through. When's the moment that you're going to say, I want to tend to this. I want to get to the root, the core of the wounds, the truth of the wounds. Because when we can do that, or at least have the intention to do that, and then to pick another scenario for our heart, for our story, that's when things change. That's when things shift. So, if you're going through the shit, be in the shit. Be in the shit. Feel. Ask questions. Why? And how to move through, right? And sometimes these questions can leave us like, oh my gosh, like I'm trying, but I don't see the answers. I don't feel better, right? And then that's where, our impatience comes in. Why do I not feel better? What is wrong with me? Who else says that? Who else says that? What is wrong with me? Why can't I XYZ? And we want to conceptualize everything, right? It's like, can we just breathe into what we're feeling? Because those feelings, yes, are attached to something, right? They're attached to maybe something that has happened in the past. But sometimes they're just coming up like a bubble to the surface. To pop. Old stuff coming up. Okay, this is leaving my body. Okay, this is leaving my body. And instead of, putting a story on it, the story might come later, right? Instead of putting the story on it, why not just feel it through? Cry it out. Feel that pain in the center of your chest. The longing for whatever it is that you desire, right? Or whatever the thing is that you're not getting that you want. So in this moment, I'm going to talk a little bit about, relationship in that way. When we are in relationship and we're not getting what we want, the first question is, have you expressed what you want? Do you know what you need and want for yourself? That's the first question. Second question is, have you expressed it? Third is, have you cultivated patience to allow your partner to make changes, to step up, right? So impatience within ourselves, why don't I feel better? Impatience with our partners, why aren't they changing? Why aren't they doing this? Right? And it's like, let me just take a step back. Take a step back. Be here in your own energy field. And come back to the tenderness that you're feeling inside you. Because the mind wants to have all the solutions, right? Just drop into the body. So I posted a reel yesterday. Hello. We're here, say hi. So I posted a reel yesterday that talked about when we're going through heartache or heartbreak and we want it to be over and done with, but we're not willing to feel, we can go through cycles of the same thing happening over and over again. Because yesterday I was meditating and what came up for me was this vision of a fire, like there's like a wildfire happening. So yes, you have to, run for safety, if you will, run for safety from the wildfire, yet who's going to put out the fire, right? So sometimes we have to pause and tackle what is in front of us. Pause instead of run, right? Running from the fire. Because if we run from the fire, then it's not going to stop, right? So we have to pause. Okay, this fire's happening. I'm going to run a little bit, but I really have to get some water and a lot of other things to get this fire out, right? And that's what you want to turn to. You want to turn to the solution to cleaning, to tending to the wound versus running from the wound, right? Because the wounds that we experience, that we feel, haven't, just came up. They didn't just come up yesterday, right? The wounds in our heart did not just appear, right? Out of nowhere. No, this is old stuff. This is old relational patterns. This is the way we've been relating to our family, our friends, all of our past relationships. There's a thread, there's a similar pattern there, right? So, what is yours? Say hi if you're here. What is yours? No matter if you're in a relationship or if you're longing for a relationship, we all have a certain pattern or thing that we do. Type of person we attract. Okay? So in Healing Hearts, the new program I am releasing that is out, ready for you to sign up, we are going to look at the wounds that continuously pop into your life, that continuously appear. And if you're an entrepreneur, you run your business, and even if you're not an entrepreneur, and you're just a human being, right? These patterns will show up in all areas of your life. So in your life at home, in your life at work, in your life with your family, in your business, right? Depending on what you're moving through, we can track it and see it happening in different areas of our life. So we want to come back to the truth of what we're feeling, what we're experiencing, and work with it with meditation practices, with embodiment practices, movement, letting stuck energy out, sharing from the heart, community, space. But we want to go in there and clean the wound and put like a soothing balm on it, like a medicine. Go in, clean the wound, put medicine on it, and then be reborn. So if you have any questions, I'm here for you. I'd love to hear what's on your mind. And so I want to share one other thing before I get into exactly what Healing Hearts is about. Yesterday I saw one of my teachers post a picture of a pineapple and talk about how the life cycle of a pineapple is, and it takes like 18 months for the pineapple to grow. 18 months, one pineapple. Like we go to the supermarket and it's just like we just buy one for like $5, right? Like with this pineapple, it's like 18 months. And this is like with a new plant, from what I gathered. If you know this to be true or not true, let me know. But so 18 months for this pineapple to grow, which means that's double the amount of a baby to grow inside us. So what I find is our impatience, and I wrote this down yesterday, our impatience gets in the way of our potential. So I think of what impatience feels like in my body, or looks like. If we were to like kind of name or imagine like what kind of entity that would look like. It literally looks like somebody just going around in circles, like super lost. That's what my impatience looks like. And with that type of energy, there's nothing rooted, right? So our impatience gets in the way of our potential. We have these plans and goals, and I want this type of life or this type of relationship. I want this to happen in my business. But we don't actually give ourselves time to dream about it, time to be in that feel good, that end result, that dream that you're creating, right? You actually give yourself time to be in that dream. So if you were to picture what a healthy relationship looks like, what a thriving business looks like, feels like, how long can you stay in that and revel in that space in your imagination, in your body, before the doer comes in, the overthinker comes in, the impatient one comes in, say, quick, so now we have to do this. Because we do need both aspects, the being and the doing. But I find with impatience, it's the doer that tries to hijack everything. The doer comes out, okay, we're going to check off all these boxes on this list, and this is how it's going to happen. But life doesn't always work like that, right? So we have to turn back towards our breath, tending to this body, coming back to that vision, the dream, reveling there, and then taking action from that space. Because it's aligned action versus like scattered action. Yes, be present. I was just talking to someone and she was telling me about her tattoo it was about be. Like she had like her name is like becoming intention. But the aspect of it is be. Being. Like think about human being. We are human, but we are also there's two aspects of us. There's humanness, 100% human, 100% holy. The being part of us is that holy part of us, is that infinite, magnetic. Humanness is here. We're here in the flesh. We feel, we cry, we have temper tantrums. There's gain and loss in our life, right? But it's the integration, it's the balance of our humanness with our beingness, with our spiritual, our connection with God, right? Because that's the one that's really leading us, guiding us, right? And so when I think of even like the work I offer in the world, it's like, where did it come from? How did you all get here? Listening to me. God plays a big role in what happens in our life. So one of the things that I've learned with relationships and heartache is that God wants to wake us up. God wants us to feel so we know what to do next. So we know what that situation taught us so that we choose a new path, right? So what's that saying? Crazy is when you continue to do the same thing and expect a different outcome, right? Where you may feel crazy because you're going through the same loop, right? So what is that? For anyone watching here, what is that same loop? What is that same relational pattern or thing that comes up when you're on a downward spiral or when you're going through a breakup? What is the pattern? So I want to share more about exactly what Healing Hearts is and who it's for. So take a few moments with me. Saludos. Hola from Peru. Okay, so Healing Heart's journey is exactly what it sounds like. Healing heart. Healing the heart. Your heart is here, right? And this space is has such an abundance of information, of love inside. And I want us to go in there and explore what's there, right? Understand the whispers of our heart, the language of our intuition, who our inner child is, and how they speak to us. How do we know when they're talking? How do we know when they're trying to guide us, but we're not listening? Syncing up the intuition, your inner child, your inner knowing, with the voice of God. So when we have gone through situations and relationships, we can feel like our heart has been stretched. It's like my heart, a piece of my heart's over here, and a piece of my heart's over here, a piece of my heart is over here. What about the heart for myself, right? I remember going through this experience of witnessing my heart stretched out where it was like so not even with me. And the pain to see that. But when we can become aware of what's happening on a subtle level, and that's the thing with like visualization, we can stretch the cords, we can cut the cords, we can console our inner child in a moment. We can go tap into our heart and what's happening inside here in a given moment, right? So you're not broken. Your heart might feel broken, but you're not broken. We're all whole. We are all here, whole as one. But there's pieces of us that have like fragments, like a puzzle, right? Some pieces have kind of fallen off, right? And they're still in our field. They're still here. But it's like, okay, picking it up, bringing it back together, right? So Healing Hearts is 6 weeks long. And during our 6 week, we're going to have a theme every single week on an activity. And when I say activity, like a practice. And when I say a practice, like a meditation practice, a journaling practice. And we'll have time to share as a community in our WhatsApp. We'll have a WhatsApp group, share what's on our heart. I will hold the space to, coach you through, mentor you through some like intense feelings, intense moments of your life. And we're going to have a class every Wednesday. And then we'll have 2 extra ceremonies. So those are going to be on Thursdays. And I'll let you know the dates for those once you sign up. But Wednesdays, 5 p.m., we begin next week. Next Wednesday is going to be like the opening circle, but we officially start on the 29th. That's lesson number 1. So the 22nd is like a who's here, let's connect with each other, let's share our stories, let's kind of set the tone for Healing Hearts. And then the following week is lesson number 1, let's do it. And most likely we'll probably start with our family dynamic and the matriarch and the patriarch of the family line. And we will definitely be talking about relational dynamics when it comes to masculine and feminine, but that also connects back to family, right? Mother, father. It's going to be a big part of Healing Hearts, is looking at the mother line, the father line, and seeing where we can transform the relationship with our parents through forgiveness, compassion, through sending them love for whatever they've gone through, and also coming back to ourselves and forgiving ourselves for the pressure that we put on us to feel better, the pressure that we put on other people to be better, and it's really a journey of compassion, right? We are going to look at relational dynamics, but the relationship that it all comes back to is the relationship with ourselves, right? So what is your relationship to yourself? How do you run from yourself? How do you look to the outside world to fill your sadness, to fill the voids, to fill the longing for what you didn't have growing up, for what you desired, right? What you desire now. We want to return home to this body and to be aware, to be more aware of our patterns, and to just be the witness to them and be tender with ourselves. This life is called tender-hearted. Be tender. Okay, so I have 2 more minutes because I have a call soon. So, 6 weeks, we start on Wednesday, the 22nd. First lesson is on the 29th. We'll have 2 ceremonies on Thursdays. I'm going to have a guest teacher come in, and she's going to talk herbs with us. Herbs for the heart, herbs to heal the tenderness inside us, but also to protect our heart. And we're going to talk about that as well. Because I find that we don't protect ourselves, right? It's like, we talk about like this be open-hearted. Open-hearted doesn't mean that you don't have protection there. You don't have some guards opening the doors and then closing them, opening the doors and closing them, right? Open-hearted means you're here, you're present, but you're watching what comes in and out, right? Because for some of us, it's easier to be so open that there is no protection, that there are no guards at the heart. So there's a difference between having a gate and having a wall around us, right? So what do you have? You have a gate where you can let people come in and out, or do you have a wall where it's like, nope? Or do you have no gate at all, no fence around your heart? It's like, everyone can just come in, play, and then leave, take what they want, right? So, what other things do I want to say? Okay, so Wednesday the price changes. So it's $1,111 right now for 6 weeks together. I want to do the math real quick because I was thinking about this the other day. I love breaking things down in the way of days. So we're together for 6 weeks. So that's, that's 7. 44. Ooh, I like that number. Okay, so that is $25 a day. 44 days divided by $1,111. That's always a hard one to say. $25.25. I just spent that on like Mexican food last night. Um, okay, so 6 weeks together, $25 a day. The price will jump up to, let's do the math here, divided by 44 days. The price will jump up to $27.77. We got some fun numbers here. So the price is going to jump up just a few dollars a day. But if you want the best price, talk to me. Hello. What's up, Taylor? So talk to me about the price. Talk to me about the program, and I'll share with you everything. But we also have a payment plan. So if you don't want to pay $25 a day, you could pay $420. So it's 400. I'm gonna get my calculator out again. I love the calculator. So it's gonna be $400 a month divided by 30. We're doing math here, friends. Ooh, 13.3333. So if you want to choose the pay monthly plan, it's $400 times 3, so over 3 months, that's $13 a day. I love breaking it down like this. So it's like bite-sized pieces. So if you're going through stuff in your life and you want more support regarding relationships, your heart, transforming your patterns, and really deepening the connection with your inner child and your inner voice, then Healing Hearts is for you. I want to see if, do any of y'all have any questions? And I want to see if there's anything else I want to share about the space. 6 weeks long, 8 classes, guest teacher, talking about herbs. I think that's all, friends. I think that's all. So for anyone, I'll be doing more introductions. I see that there's a lot of new followers. Hello, where are you from? I have a lot of new followers lately, and I want to, share more about who I am and what I do. But so Healing Hearts is the current program that is here, group program. But I also have one-to-one containers open, and I have 2 of them. So the first one is Upgrade Ya, one-to-one. It's 2 months long, 5 sessions with me, and one of them is included. One that's included is a Reiki session with me, and then I will also be doing energy work on you from a distance, supporting you to tune into where you're at energetically, clear it up, and then also we get to speak on Voxer, so it's like a walkie-talkie system, voice memos, and I get to hold space for you when you're going through a lot. So I'm working with someone now, and I'm so grateful for her, and the things that she's going through relate to Healing Hearts. And so if you're the type of person that wants someone one-to-one, like I want you one-to-one, I don't want anyone else around me, right? Then the one-to-one mentorships are the way to go. You have me all to yourself, Monday through Friday, mostly off on the weekends. So yeah, that's 2 months. So Upgrade is 2 months. That's $2,222. And then we do have a payment plan for that as well. If you want to add Blossom Business School, so if you're an entrepreneur and you want like a little taste of business and starting your business, growing your business, but really from the spiritual aspect of it. So how can our business, our entrepreneurial life transform what's happening on a evolutionary standpoint? So the business as the spiritual journey, or the business as the spiritual vehicle that you get to play in and see yourself, right? So that's Blossom Business School. That's 2888. So you save $200 when you sign up for a one-to-one mentorship and you add a course to it, right? So if you want Blossom Business School itself, it's $888. Comes for 4 months of work, It's meditation practices, spiritual practices, um, teachings on running online business, energetics, strategy. It's all in there, like over 40 videos. So that's Blossom Business School. And then Blossom Business School is actually included in Unravel. And Unravel is a longer container that's 6 months long with me. And essentially, we go a little bit deeper in the way of looking at each energy system. So each chakra, if you will, starting from the earth, starting from the base of the spine, starting from the root, sacral, belly, heart, throat, third eye. And yeah, I'm excited for that one because I normally do 3 to 4 month mentorships. This 2 month mentorship is new. This 6 month mentorship is super new. So all these new things for 2022, and it feels so good. So Unravel is all about returning to God, returning to this beautiful body here, and really honoring what it is that you want for your life, and saying yes to the turn ons and no to the turn offs. And not to say that, you know, the things that happen in our life that don't feel that good doesn't mean that there's not medicine there. It's just really fine tuning and listening to what it is that we want. And especially if you're an entrepreneur or a creative woman that like really desires to have a container for her feminine, I act as that masculine container for you to feel, to create, and you still lead yourself. You're leading yourself throughout all of this, but I'm like the, I don't know why a cupcake came up. You know, like the aluminum foil or the cupcake holder. I'm the cupcake holder, and you're the cupcake, and you get to decorate your life how you want. Put a cherry on the top, but I am like the container for your cupcake. All right, y'all, it is time to go. I love you all so much. If you have a question about Healing Hearts, I'm here for you. Price changes Wednesday at 12 p.m. Yeah, or 12 a.m. Yeah, Wednesday night. So have a beautiful day. Thank you for staying here with me. Remember, patience with your heart, patience with yourself, patience in your journey. The pineapple takes 18 months to grow. Let yourself bloom. Be gentle, patient. I love you. Ciao. Alrighty, y'all. I'm gonna get off my phone. Ciao.